Brown Bear, what do you see? A story by Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle. Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. When you give him the milk, he'll probably ask you for a straw. When he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. Then he'll want to look in a mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. When he looks into the mirror, he might notice his hair needs a trim, so he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. He may even end up washing the floors as well. When he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. You'll have to fix up a little box for him with a blanket and a pillow. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff the pillow a few times. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. So you read to him from one of your books, and he'll ask to see the pictures. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask for paper and crayons. He'll draw a picture. When the picture is finished, he'll want to sign his name. with a pen. Then he'll want to hang his picture on your refrigerator, which means he'll need Scotch tape. He'll hang up his drawing and stand back to look at it. Looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he's thirsty. So he'll ask for a glass of milk. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's gonna want a cookie to go with it. That was fun. Let's read that one more time. If You Give a Mouse a Cookie by Laura Joff Numeroff and illustrated by Felicia Bond. If you give a mouse a cookie. If you give a mouse a cookie, like there's the mouse, and he's looking for the cookie. He's going to ask for a glass of milk. And when you give him the milk, there's the mouse looking for the glass of milk. He'll probably ask you for a straw. And when he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. The mouse looks very full right now. He's eaten the cookie and drank the milk. Then he'll want to look in a mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. Look at that, they're in the bathroom and he's holding him up to the bathroom mirror, making sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. And when he looks into the mirror, he might notice his hair needs a trim. So like one little hair. So he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping. Look at all that hair he's trimming. Hair everywhere. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. Look at that. He's just one big dust storm sweeping everywhere in the house. He may even end up washing the floors as well. Look at that. He's washing all the floors with all the water. It looks like a little bit of a mess. When he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. He looks very tired. You'll have to fix a little box for him with a blanket and a pillow. And he'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff the pillows a few times, and he'll probably ask you to read him a story. He's getting all the powder off of the fluffing pillow. So you'll read to him from one of your books, and he'll ask to see the pictures. Look at the comic books that he's reading. And when he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask for paper and crayons. I guess so much for the nap there, huh? And he'll draw a picture. Look at all the crayons he has. He has a red, a yellow, a blue, a gray or black, a green, and a brown crayon. When the picture is finished, oh, look at the picture he drew. It looks like he drew a picture of his family there. The mommy and daddy. He'll want to sign his name with a pen. Then he'll want you to hang his picture on your refrigerator, which means he'll need, like the little boy's picking up of all the mess that the mouse is making. Scotch tape. You finally found the Scotch tape at the very top of the shelf. He'll hang up his drawing and stand back to look at it. And looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he's thirsty. Look at that. He looks so thirsty. So, the poor boy looks like he's exhausted here. he'll ask for a glass of milk. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. That's funny.
Polar bear, what do you hear? Polar bear, what do you hear? I hear a lion roaring in my ear. Lion, what do you hear? I hear a hippopotamus snorting in my ear. Hippopotamus, what do you hear? I hear a flamingo fluting in my ear. Flamingo, what do you hear? I hear a zebra braying in my ear. Zebra, what do you hear? I hear a boa constrictor hissing in my ear. Boa constrictor, what do you hear? I hear an elephant trumpeting in my ear. Elephant, what do you hear? I hear a leopard snarling in my ear. Leopard, what do you hear? I hear a peacock yelping in my ear. Peacock, what do you hear? I hear a walrus bellowing in my ear. Walrus, what do you hear? I hear a zookeeper whistling in my ear. Zookeeper, what do you hear? I hear children growling like a polar bear. There's the polar bear. Roaring like a lion. Here's a lion. Snorting like a hippopotamus. There's a hippopotamus. Fluting like a flamingo. Here's a flamingo. Braying like a zebra. There's a zebra. Hissing like a boa constrictor. There's a boa constrictor. Trumpeting like an elephant. Here's the elephant. Snarling like a leopard. Here's a leopard. Yelping like a peacock. There's a peacock. Bellowing like a walrus. Here's a walrus. That's what I hear. The end. What a wonderful book written by Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle.
Curious George and the Birthday Surprise by Margaret and H.A. Rays. This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today is a special day, the man with the yellow hat told George at breakfast. I have a surprise planned and lots to do to get ready. You can help me by staying out of trouble. George was happy to help. Later, while George was looking out the window and being very good, he heard some tinkly music. It was coming from an ice cream truck. George watched as a whole line of children and their dogs enjoyed some ice cream treats. It looked like fun. But when the ice cream truck moved on, George forgot all about staying out of trouble and went to find some fun of his own. In the living room, George found noisemakers and hats and games. Could this be part of his friend's surprise? Before George could find out, he spotted some streamers, balloons, and colored tissue. He couldn't resist. Decorating was easy. Still, George was curious about the surprise. And what was that good smell coming from the kitchen? George followed his nose. It was cake, and it looked as good as it smelled. All it needed was frosting. George had seen his friend make frosting before, but today his friend was busy. Maybe George could help. He could frost the cake himself. First, George put a bit of this in the mixing bowl. Next, he added a bit of that. Then he turned the mixer on, and the frosting whirled around and around. It was whirling too fast, but when George tried to stop the mixer, it only went faster. And faster and faster. George lifted the beater out of the bowl. Frosting flew everywhere. Poor George. He didn't mean to make such a mess. He had only wanted to help. Now how could he clean up the sticky kitchen? Just then George heard the tinkly music again. The ice cream truck was coming back up the street, and George had an idea. Quickly, he opened the door and invited all the dogs in for a treat. In no time, the kitchen was as clean as a whistle. When the dogs finished their snack, George took them back outside. The ice cream truck was still there, and so was his friend. "George," said the man with the yellow hat, "I've been looking for you. It's time for the surprise." George had found hats, games, decorations, and a cake. He was curious. Was the surprise a party? Yes, it was a party. George was happy to see all of his friends. They were glad to see George too. "What great decorations," Bill said. "What a lot of presents," said Betsy. Why don't you play some games with the guests, George?" the man with the yellow hat suggested. "I have one more thing to do." When George's friend came back, he was carrying a cake covered in candles. This wasn't just any party. It was a birthday party. But George was still curious. Whose birthday was it? He watched to see who would blow out the candles. The man with the yellow hat put the cake down right in front of him. That was the surprise. It was George's birthday. The party was for him. Everyone sang happy birthday. Then George took a deep breath and made a wish. "Happy birthday, George."
Baby bear, what do you see? Baby bear, what do you see? I see a red fox slipping by me. Red fox, what do you see? I see a flying squirrel gliding by me. Flying squirrel, what do you see? I see a mountain goat climbing near me. Mountain goat, what do you see? I see a blue heron flying by me. Blue heron, what do you see? I see a prairie dog digging by me. Prairie dog, what do you see? I see a striped skunk strutting by me. Striped skunk, what do you see? I see a mule deer running by me. Mule deer, what do you see? I see a rattlesnake sliding by me. Rattlesnake, what do you see? I see a screech owl hooting at me. Screech owl, what do you see? I see a mama bear looking at me. Mama bear, what do you see? I see a red fox, a flying squirrel, a mountain goat, a blue heron, a prairie dog, a striped skunk, a mule deer, a rattlesnake, a screech owl, and my baby bear looking at me. That's what I see. The end. Another wonderful book written by Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle.
I will go into the zoo. I want to see it. Yes, I do. We do not want you in the zoo. Out you go. Out, out with you. Why do they put me out this way? I should be in. I want to stay. Just wait and see what I can do. Look, now all his spots are blue. And now his spots are orange. Say, he looks very good that way. Now look at this. What do you see? Spots as green can be. Violet spots, say you are good. Do more, do more. We wish you would. I can do more. Look, this is new. Blue, orange, green, and violet too. Oh, they would put me in the zoo if they could see what I can do. We like all the things you do. We like your spots. We like you too. But with all the things that you can do, the circus is the place for you. Yes, this is where I want to be. The circus is the place for me. This has been Put Me in the Zoo, a book of colors by Robert Lopshire.
Panda bear, what do you see? Panda bear, what do you see? I see a bald eagle soaring by me. Bald eagle, what do you see? I see a water buffalo charging by me. Water buffalo, what do you see? I see a spider monkey swinging by me. Spider monkey, what do you see? I see a green sea turtle swimming by me. Green sea turtle, what do you see? I see a macaroni penguin strutting by me. Macaroni penguin, what do you see? I see a sea lion splashing by me. Sea lion, what do you see? I see a red wolf sneaking by me. Ooh, red wolf, what do you see? I see a whooping crane flying by me. Whooping crane, what do you see? I see a black panther strolling by me. Black panther, what do you see? I see a dreaming child watching over me. Dreaming child, what do you see? I see a panda bear, a bald eagle, a water buffalo, a spider monkey, a green sea turtle, a macaroni penguin, a sea lion, a red wolf, a whooping crane, and a black panther, all wild and free. That's what I see. The end. What a wonderful book written by Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle.
Oh, we've each got these horns right on top of our head, and we've each got 2 ears so we can hear what you said. And we've all got a mouth so we can eat, sing, or talk. And we've all got 2 feet so we can go for a walk. Yes, we've each got 10 toes, and we've each got 1 nose, and we've all got 2 eyes that we can open and close. And we have a fuzzy tummy that we all like to pat, and a little belly button in the middle of that. Well, we've each got a back and a tail that is long, and 2 very fine arms, and 2 legs that are strong. We've got 2 handy hands, and our fingers count 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can tickle, 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 or just count them again. You see our teeth when we grin. You see our tongues when it's hot. You can watch us shake and shimmy with whatever we've got. The end. Let's read that again. And this is Horns to Toes and In Between by Sandra Boynton. Oh, we've each got these horns right on top of our head. See the 2 horns? And we've each got 2 ears so we can hear what you said. They all have 2 ears and 2 horns. Do you have 2 ears and 2 horns? Or maybe just 2 ears at home. And we've all got a mouth so we can eat, sing, or talk. Here's the big mouth where they're singing and they're eating and they're talking. And we've all got 2 feet so we can go for a walk. And there's their feet. They got 1, 2 feet. Yes, we've each got 10 toes. Let's count them, and let's count your toes at home. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 toes. And we've each got 1 nose. Can you point to your nose at home? 1 nose. And we've all got 2 eyes that we can open and close. Let's open and close our eyes. These are open and these are closed. And we have a fuzzy tummy that we all like to pat, and a little belly button in the middle of that. Here's their tummy and here's their belly button, and they're all patting them. Can you pat your belly button and your tummy at home? Well, we've each got a back and a tail that is long. Look how long their tail is. And 2 very fine arms. There's their arms. And 2 legs that are strong. Their legs look very strong here. 2 very strong legs and 2 arms. We've got 2 handy hands and our fingers count 10. Let's count these again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 fingers. And we can tickle, 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 or just count them again. Look at that. They're tickling each other with their 10 fingers. You can see our teeth when we grin, and you can see our tongues when it's hot. And you can watch us shake and shimmy with whatever we've got. Can you shake and shimmy at home? The end. What a fun book.
Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Dave. No, she is not, is the answer Dave gave. She hangs by her feet and she lives in a cave. I do not believe that's how llamas behave. Oh, I said, you are right about that. I think that your mama sounds more like a bat. Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Fred. No, she is not, is what Freddie said. She has a long neck, white feathers and wings. I don't think a llama has all of those things. Oh, I said, you don't need to go on. I think that your mama must be a swan. Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Jane. No, she is not, Jane politely explained. She grazes on grass and she likes to say, moo. I don't think that is what a llama would do. Oh, I said, I understand now. I think that your mama must be a cow. Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Clyde. No, she is not, is how Clyde replied. She's got flippers and whiskers and eats fish all day. I don't think llamas act quite in that way. Oh, I said, I'm beginning to feel that your mama must be a seal. Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Rhonda. No, she is not, is how Rhonda responded. She's got big hind legs and a pocket for me, so I don't think a llama is what she could be. Oh, I said, that is certainly true. I think that your mama's a kangaroo. Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Lynn. Oh, Lloyd, don't be silly, Lynn said with a grin. My mama has big ears, long lashes and fur, and you of all people should know about her. Our mamas belong to the same herd, and you know all about llamas, 'cause you are one too. Yes, you are right, I said to my friend. My mama's a llama. And this is the end. Is Your Mama a Llama? Written by Deborah Guarino and illustrated by Stephen Kellogg.